Rep. Pat Fallon, and to think that Democrats chose Walz to be second in line to be president. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that wild? It's absolutely ridiculous. I 100% support GOP Oversight's investigation. This is from the Oversight Committee. Chairman Rep. James Comer is demanding answers from Tim Walz and AG Keith Ellison on reports of massive fraud in Minnesota's social services system. If they knew about it and did nothing, it's a massive scandal. We will get to the bottom of it. You can read the letters below. Here they are. Oh man, there's a bunch. Okay, so there's like 6 pages. Oh man, you got even more to read from houseoversight.gov. Oh man, what should I do? Should I do the letters or should I do the house? Let's see, read more. I think I'll probably just go with the article, but I will first off repost this. And there's a direct link to my profile in the description below. And that'll be up near the top of my profile if you click on that within the next couple days or so. Or you could just go straight to Oversight Committee, GOP Oversight, and let me get the time, 2:17 p.m. today. I'm sure this account, they probably post pretty frequently, so it helps if you get the exact time that we can scroll straight to it. So anyway, those letters will be there for you, and we'll just open this up and see, because they might just summarize the letters here in the article. That's kind of why I'm choosing to go with this. So the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman James Comer today launched an investigation into widespread fraud in Minnesota's social services programs under Governor Tim Walz's watch. The state efforts to cover it up and retaliation against whistleblowers who sought to protect taxpayer dollars. That's illegal. In the letters to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison, Chairman Comer seeks documents, communications, and records as part of the committee's investigation. It wouldn't surprise me if those boneheads try to destroy that evidence. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Quote, the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is investigating reports of widespread fraud in Minnesota's social services programs. The committee has serious concerns about how you, as the governor and the Democrat-controlled administration, allowed millions of dollars to be stolen. Actually, I think it's $1 billion that was actually stolen. The committee also has concerns that you and your administration were fully aware of this fraud and chose not to act for fear of political retaliation. The committee therefore requests documents and communications showing what your administration knew about this fraud and whether you took action to limit or halt the investigation into this widespread fraud, wrote Chairman Comer to Governor Walz, which I'm assuming is in one of those pages of the letters that we skipped over. And they're requesting it. So do you really think that they're going to honor this? There's no way they're going to. They're going to have to be subpoenaed. So federal prosecutors in Minnesota have charged dozens of individuals with stealing more than $240 million from the federal child nutrition program through the Minnesota-based nonprofit Feed Our Future. Although they claim to have served thousands of meals to children during the COVID-19 pandemic, only a small fraction of those meals was provided. I believe it was only a couple thousand. Instead, the defendants allegedly used taxpayer funds to purchase luxury cars, homes, and real estate. Wow. In separate schemes, another group allegedly defrauded Minnesota's housing stabilization program of more than $104 million by falsely claiming to help people at risk of homelessness. A third group is accused of stealing $14 million by billing for autism treatment services that were never provided. Reports indicate that Minnesota officials saw early signs of fraud within Feeding Our Future, but failed to intervene. Additional reporting alleges that some fraudulently obtained funds distributed through the Minnesota Department of Human Services were sent overseas to support terrorist organizations, including Al-Shabaab and ISIS. Whistleblowers within DHS have alleged the agency has deleted data and withheld records to cover up the fraud. I am not surprised at all. In fact, I just called that a minute ago. So anyway, quote, this woeful oversight of remittances is concerning, especially given that since 2014, including under your leadership since 2019, oversight of remittance payments have been the purview of the state. You were caught on tape pledging to help Feeding Our Future fraudsters in a conversation that also included discussion of campaign donations from Somali community leaders to secure your donor base. And only days later, you and your son accepted contributions to your campaigns from the individuals in this meeting. Based on these reports, the committee is concerned that you were negligent in handling taxpayer dollars that were ultimately stolen and had systems in place that allowed the funds to be funneled to terrorist networks responsible for killing Americans. Whistleblowers have indicated that DHS employees are destroying evidence. The committee expects that you will take all steps to preserve evidence during this investigation, wrote Chairman Comer to Attorney General Ellison. Wow, man, that's sounded like some serious prison time if they can prove that they were destroying evidence. But look, if they can't provide the evidence and there's absolutely no way to provide it, I mean, that seems like that would be the only conclusion one could lead themselves to. Walz and Ellison have until December 17th, 2025 to provide the requested information to the Oversight Committee. And I'm fully assuming that they're not going to. They're probably not even going to answer these letters, in which case I'm guessing they're probably going to end up issuing subpoenas to them. Will they honor the subpoenas? Probably not. Will the Republicans do anything? Probably not. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But let's hope. I hope something gets done over this. So from Eric Daugherty, holy crap, Rep. Tom Emmer, Republican of Minnesota, just went nuclear on incompetent Governor Tim Walz and his rampant fraud. And let's see, quotes, more quotes. Okay, so we'll just watch this because it's going to be in the video.
Bill is not racist and it's not unfair. Look, this guy is pathetic. He is incompetent. He's a pathological, sociopathic liar. He lies about everything.
His whole family's a bunch of Trump supporters.
National
this dude's an
TV,
idiot.
Bill, lying about something as dumb as when he was at Tiananmen Square. And his response to that back then was, I grew up in a small town. Sometimes I'm a bit of a knucklehead. Look, my hat is off to President Donald J. Trump.
He is a knucklehead.
We have been trying to sound the alarm on this fraud that has been going on since the beginning of the Walz administration for more than 3 years. And it wasn't until Donald Trump sent his truth out a couple weeks ago that everybody started paying attention. You have correctly pointed out, it's already more than $1 billion that these fraudsters stole from Minnesota taxpayers under Tim Walz's watch, and the number is growing. It's not just the $250 million fraud case, the largest pandemic fraud case in the country that's feeding our future. It's Medicaid housing fraud. You go back, it's autism centers, the list goes on and on, daycare fraud. But let's just look at the housing one. The Medicaid housing program was created back in 2020. They estimated it was going to cost annually about $2 million. You know what? From 2020 to 2024, it was $100 million. And they shut the program down in October of 2025 because from the beginning of the year, they'd already sucked out $61 million.
Look, dude, this is not just happening in Minnesota. This is happening in every single Democrat state. It's just Tim Walz is too much of an idiot to cover it up effectively. I bet if they fully investigated every state into every single tax dollar that's being sent everywhere, you're going to find probably countless billions of dollars that's been stolen, skimmed off the top, funneled to God knows who, not just like quote unquote nonprofits and terrorist organizations, but they're probably pocketing the money themselves, probably sending them off to some like Swiss bank account offshore, converting it into fucking crypto or something.
And this idea that it's not going to Al-Shabaab, they're sending the money back to Somalia, Bill. Yeah. People should understand, Al-Shabaab controls the financial infrastructure in Somalia. It is going back to Somalia, where Al-Shabaab, the terrorist organization, is in charge.
Okay, so at the moment, I just want to...
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay, and this is from Tom Emmer. Over $1 billion in fraud is more than just negligent incompetence. It stinks to high heaven. Well, it sounds extremely illegal.
And my question now is, this isn't just negligent incompetence, Bill. Somebody is complicit in this. And if the governor, there are whistleblowers, alleged whistleblowers out there that are claiming that they let the governor know and that he not only ignored them,
laughed him out of the office, probably.
Actually retaliated against them. If that's true, Bill,
it's illegal.
There probably should be an investigation into criminal charges. This governor, the attorney general, it stinks to high heaven.
Yeah, I mean, there's federal whistleblower laws, if I'm not mistaken, that they're protected from retaliation.
If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Check out The Swamp, Monday through Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, with segments dropping on the daily. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.